What up, Bulls Nation? We've got a live CHGO Bulls podcast coming up right now. On today's show, Bryson Graham has been put in charge and reportedly will have full autonomy to build out the Bulls front office and entire future of their organization as he sees fit. Could one of his first hires be appointing Dave Lewin as his general manager, as Lewin reportedly knocked the Bulls' socks off with his interview, even though he didn't land the big job. Also, Sean Sweeney, associate head coach for the San Antonio Spurs. His name gets added to the pool of potential new head coaches for the Chicago Bulls. We'll talk about all that and more next. What's going on, Bulls Nation? Welcome in to the CHGO Bulls podcast. Coming to you live from our Xfinity Loft here in the West Loop, downtown Chicago. Thanks for being here. Hit the like button if you're hanging out with us on YouTube. It's free. Make sure you're also subscribed to that CHGO Sports YouTube channel. That's another free thing you can do. I'm Peck Bulls_Peck. My guy, Big Dave. Bow! BAWL Sports. Will Gottlieb not with us today, but he's hard at work getting some more draft content and draft prep stuff ready for you guys as we enter the thick of NBA draft season. Make sure you're reading his stuff, allchgo.com. Our guy, king of the controls, one and only Joey C. What up, Joey?
Got to be honest, day 2 of the Bryson Graham era still feels pretty good.
I feel pretty good.
Feels good.
Feel pretty good.
Energies are high. Spirits are high.
This is true.
Countdown to the draft lottery. Mm-hmm. Every single day gets a little bit closer. Feeling pretty good.
See us for countdown.
See us for countdown. Not continuity or competitiveness.
Nope.
Get those out of here.
It's done, baby.
I mean, like the fake versions. Get those out of here.
Yeah. That's over.
Speaking of feeling good, shout out to Justin Talk Hoops, aka Bulls on Tap. I just saw. I think you were in the tweet too. He tagged a bunch of people. You, me, go to a bunch of other Bulls people saying like, just like general like pulse, check like how's everybody feeling.
Oh,
said I feel good.
Feeling good.
Yeah. He used a gif of Andy Bernard from The Office, where he got beat up by a little girl earlier that day. He's got a big, black welt shiner on one of his eyes. But he had taken a couple of ibuprofen, taken his pants off behind the desk of his office. It's just like, I just feel good.
I need you to keep those on.
No, I'm going to keep my pants on in real life, but that's just kind of how I feel right now as a Bulls fan. Like, I got a black eye during the last 4 years of this Bulls BS.
6.
But things are starting to turn.
That is.
Things are starting to turn.
Things are coming around, baby. Things are coming up Millhouse around here, and that is a good thing. Feels good. Good, solid hire. Came out of nowhere. Nobody was really expecting it, but it was a good one. Mm-hmm. And I like when I'm pleasantly surprised. A lot of people don't like surprises, but people like when they're good surprises.
For sure.
And this is a good one.
And look, I know some people were shocked that it was not Matt Lloyd. I was one of them.
I was one of them. Yes.
Actually, and according to Callie's write-up from yesterday afternoon or this morning, whichever one, we'll get to some other details from that in a bit, but Matt Lloyd also a bit shocked that he did not get the job. And I think for the most part, I saw generally somewhere between neutral and positive reactions from Bulls fans yesterday.
Yeah.
I saw some who were not a fan of it for whatever reasons. The Bulls fans who I'm not quite sure about why they're upset are the ones who are like, well, the last time they tried an outside hire, look how it turned out, that being AK.
Yes, correct.
Just because they went outside hire again doesn't mean that person will fail the way AK failed. And I don't know about you, Dave, but me personally, I would still prefer them to go the uncharted path as opposed to going back to the Reinsdorf comfort zone of hiring and putting in power people they already know. Because when has that ever worked?
Well, it's worked kind of. Paxson, it worked kind of until it didn't.
Yeah, sure.
Krause, it worked until it didn't. I don't mind it, Matt, to be real with you. I just want the right person.
Yeah.
And I want the best person.
Yeah.
And it seemed like, and honestly, I thought that they weren't going to go outside of that.
Same.
After AK. I'm like, dude,
they're going to get their little, their night blankie.
Yeah.
And then their blankie's name is Matt Lloyd, and they're going to feel safe and cozy again.
And then it's over. It's like getting someone to trust. Look, I'm not the most trusting human being. But when I give that trust and then it's betrayed, I completely shut it down again. You can forget it. It's locked out. So I had the Bulls thinking they would be the same kind of thing. Like, we've never gone outside of it. And then the one time we got outside of it, it was an epic failure.
Disaster.
We will never do this again.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Like, they made a blood pact that night. Like, we will never do it again. Prick your thumbs, shake hands. This isn't happening. But it was good. And of course, there is still some people who knew, like JJ Polk knows, Bryson Graham and things like that. So there's still some familiarity. Like, coming from New Orleans, Gar Foreman was involved with, as far as knowing who Bryson Graham is, and maybe they went to Gar and asked some questions. I'm just saying it was still tiny connections.
As long as Gar doesn't step foot in Chicago, I don't care.
Yeah, he's fine. He's fine.
I mean, he'll probably be here for the combine next week.
Sure, he can show up for that.
I can ignore that.
That's my guy, though. Like, for me, yeah, he's nice. I appreciated the conversations at the airport, Gar. It was good to see you. I had to stop Matt from attacking you when you were there, but yeah, it was good to see you. I'll talk to you later, Joey. See, it was there.
I am a man who uses his words, not his fists.
Hey,
Dave.
man, I had to warn. I was mad.
Verbal violence, absolutely. Physical violence.
The rage that came on that man's face when I told him Gar Foreman was in the line. Oh my God, dog! Like, it was hilarious to see. It was good to see. But
he and I need some words.
Yeah, it's cool. But I digress. He's a good guy. He is. I don't know about his skills with the Bulls. It's over and done with. Bryson Graham, though, it's a good hire. And again, it's still a wait and see. I don't mind people saying, I don't know. I got to wait and see. I still need things proven about him. There's still the experience concerns me because I wanted somebody young and I wanted somebody with experience, and I don't know how you find that.
Right.
You're going to give up one of those things. So I'm like, okay, they went with the youth, but they gave up the experience. I'll take that. Your player development, as far as the draft and all those things, we've been trash at. And if you guys notice, that's how the Bulls were built in the previous tenure. It was through the draft. That's how they got all the guys that we all love, was through the draft. Whether it's Kirk Heinrich or Ben Gordon, whether it's Derrick Rose or Joe Kim Noah, all of it was Jimmy Butler or whoever through the draft. All right? Draft. So you got to get back to that, and also that I'm sure the Reinsdorfs like the draft because it also helps money-wise. You don't have to pay these players an exorbitant amount of money that you really have to do when
rookie scale contracts.
Yeah, sounds great. And you get what you get out of that. And then, after that fourth or fifth year, you can figure it out, which is great. I mean, every kind of organization kind of wants that. And hell, look at what OKC, my God. So the point is to get somebody in here who knows the draft, who knows talent, who knows these young guys, can speak that young guy language as well, and can assess in both rounds, not just the first, but the second one too. And he has found some gems in that second round. We've seen his list of players that he has found and picked up. So I'm excited. I think that's the bottom line of it, Matt. It's happiness, but it's also excitement that this young man is in here running the team because it just seems like they did something correct. And it seems like he really wants to get in here and get the job done, which just makes me excited for the press conference tomorrow.
Yeah, so when it comes to the press conference tomorrow, and if the chat wants to weigh into as well, they should, are there buzzwords that you would like to hear from Bryson Graham, and are there buzzwords that you would not like to? Yeah, superstar.
Yeah,
stars.
Yeah,
this league is built on stars. Are there certain? Now we can't pick and parcel every single word that he says because I'm just excited. I'm excited to see how he just carries himself.
Yeah,
and what kind of any sort of a heartbeat or a pulse of enthusiasm would be a breath of fresh air from the VP of the Chicago Bulls. But are there certain phraseologies? Are there certain things you may be looking for?
I don't know if there are certain buzzwords that I am going to be hoping to hear or hoping not to hear. What I want to hear in whatever ways he chooses to phrase it from Bryson Graham is an honest assessment of where this NBA organization is right now as he comes in to take the reins. And where it is right now is light years away from championship contention.
Yeah.
So he can say the phrase championship contention if he wants to, so long as also a part of that statement is him recognizing and being completely, fully open about how far away they are from it as he comes in to take the job. Because we've heard championship contention, that phrase come out of AK's mouth, that phrase come out of Michael Reinsdorf's mouth before, and Bulls fans know it means nothing because they've done nothing to actually pursue it in a long freaking time. So I don't care if Bryson Graham is the latest person to say that phrase that is a little bit triggering to Bulls fans who used to be used to winning championships and now are like, what's that? Even championship contention. So trigger words, no, not necessarily. When it comes to Michael, there is one thing I do want to hear, and that is Bryson Graham not only has full autonomy, but has the full support of our checkbook in any way he wants. If Michael is serious about finally getting this right, and by lots of various accounts, both local and national, he is fed up with the Bulls being laughed at by the NBA.
Ditto.
Welcome to the party, Michael. We've been here for a minute. But if that is true, then put up or shut up and do it with your checkbook. Let Bryson hire whoever he wants. Let him make competitive offers for those figures of those jobs compared to the rest of the NBA market, because they're still trying to catch up with the rest of the NBA in hiring out and building out a legitimate front office structure. So start there, and then maybe a couple years down the road, you can talk about spending big on heavy, like top-tier talent that's playing on the court every night. But regardless of where you are, we need to hear from Michael, and then we need to see him prove what he says, being Bryson Graham, have at it, man. Here's the checkbook.
Yeah. Oh, that's very fair. And that's all that's what we've heard so far. But you want to hear it from, the horse's mouth, and you want him to say those things. So yes, I'm with that. I don't want to hear the word championship, the phrase championship contention. I want to hear the word championship. That's what I want.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear we want to be a champion. No. I'm here to win a championship or championships. Thank you. That's it. That's all I need. And we're good to go. Keep on. Tell us what you're going to do. Someone's in the chat saying he's a soft-spoken guy. Honestly, anybody that has watched the Hawks or anything they know about him, I would love to hear. I don't know the type of person that he is at all. We'll all be finding out together. For those who don't know, we'll all be finding out together tomorrow.
Yeah.
Exactly what kind of human being this person is. As far as how he approaches things. I have no problem with whatever approach he has as long as it leads to success.
Sure.
That's all I care about.
Yeah.
As long as he's bringing in the right people for the job, and as long as he's allowed to bring in the right people for the job, then I have no issues at all. But for me, I'm just excited to hear him and his plan and why he chose this position with the Chicago Bulls. Because he had it wasn't like an assistant gig, you know what I'm saying, in Atlanta. He was senior VP over there. Like, he was doing his thing for 1 year and was like, put that team into the playoffs and made some noise in the playoffs, man, and put a couple of those players on the map and made some good moves and some good decisions as far as trades were concerned. Even before the season started, hello, New Orleans. Even before that started, he set them up for the future. Like, look at Atlanta. They are set up for the future. And then he's like, okay, well, then that's enough. Now, for whatever reason he left, I'm sure that'll be a question that can be asked tomorrow. What was it that appealed to you about coming here to Chicago and things like that? Because you were pretty cool where you were in Atlanta. So I'd like to know that question, Joey C. Like, what made him want to come here and want to be here? And it can't just say, hey, it's the Bulls. Like, no. I want to hear exactly what it was. But his plan, what he wants to do, and his next hire. Is the next hire going to be the GM or is it going to be the coach?
Yeah.
I'm curious about that as well. I honestly know how it should go. I'm thinking it's the GM. But some people, might have a coach already in mind and in place and want to put that and get it going. But, yeah, man, like, it's just exciting. He's going to find out how into the Chicago Bulls Chicago really is when he gets here, because everybody is intelligent. Well, most are intelligent when they're talking about the Chicago Bulls, man. Like, Bulls fans are smart, all right? And they know what they're looking at, and they know what they want to hear, and they know what they want to see. And so I hope he's ready for that. And I think he is, man. I think he wouldn't take this job if he was not ready for it. And to go and win over the organization to give you the job on top of that, that says a whole lot to me, man. Seriously, bro, that says a whole lot.
Bryson, how did you go about dunking on everybody else? And,
like, for real. And a play wasn't even drawn up for you. And he was like, nope, this is my shot. I got it.
Yeah, they're saying like he came in on the in-person and just blew everybody away. So it's like, yeah, Bryson, how did you drop 30 in the second half of this interview process to
I was feeling good. Things were working for me. You know what I mean?
The hoop just got bigger.
Yeah, the hoop just got way bigger.
Shout out to our guy Fine Day in the chat who said, just saw a video of Bryson Graham coming in the Bulls facility. He's cool as hell, honestly, why he got hired. I just went, Bulls Twitter, just right as we were launching the show, essentially posted a video from their Twitter account of Bryson Graham's arrival, making his way into the Advocate Center, shaking hands, saying his hellos. And like Ron in the chat saying, actions speak louder than words. Nothing he'll say tomorrow will make a difference. Next year at this time, we'll see how he does. And to me, that's it. Like somebody else in the chat said, nobody duller than AK. I don't care if he is soft-spoken. I have listened to some of his interviews when he was with the Pelicans, when he was with the Hawks. He is like, he's not Steve Ballmer. I came in like a wrecking ball as far as just like his outward persona.
Sure.
He seems very measured and focused and soft-spoken when he speaks in interviews. I don't mind that. As long as what he's saying makes sense, and then he executes it. Because AK, like, obviously never had a day of PR training in his life.
No.
But he was also speaking Klingon when it came to trying to relay to the media and therefore Bulls fans
so the words
his plans to build a winning team.
Yeah, the words matter, bro.
Yeah. Shout out Teddy Roosevelt. Speak softly but carry a big stick.
Yeah, man.
Bryson Graham, so long as your stick is big, then we're good. Have a plan on how to use that stick. All right, we got to knock out our first ad break. We'll come back. More on the Bulls front office hire and who still might be hired with some stuff from Shams, Jamal Collier, Joe Cowley, Mark Stein, and more. Hit the like button. It's free. CHGO Bulls is brought to you by Sunnyside. Our friends at Sunnyside Dispensary are here to elevate your baseball season. Baseball is back. Summer is on the way. Green things are blooming, including the ivy at Wrigley. And some of those green things at your friendly neighborhood Sunnyside location. They're your home for judgment-free shopping. They've got a crazy selection with over 100 different strains to choose from and new strains being added to their menu on a daily basis. Plus, they offer easy online ordering and in-store pickup. Select what you want on their website. Go in, tell them, that's my order, here's my receipt. Get on with your day. Enjoy the sunshine. Wherever you are in Illinois, Sunnyside has a location for you. They have spots as far south as Champaign and as far north as South Beloit. Stop into the store nearest you for expert guidance from their friendly, knowledgeable staff. Head to their website for only the best deals under the sun, including 50% off your first 3 online purchases for new customers. 50. Just use promo code HICHGO at checkout to qualify. Sunnyside Dispensary, only the best under the sun, only for 21 and older and Illinois Med card holders.
Outside of the Chicago Bulls, Matt Peck enjoys the World Cup very much.
Go!
And outside of the Bulls, I enjoy a whiskey very much.
Whiskey!
World Cup, whiskey, together as one. Hello, Buchanans. Welcome to the show. Because whether you're headed to the World Cup game or watching from your home city, Buchanans is the whiskey to choose. It's rooted in foggy old London town. Pip, hip, and cheerio. This welcoming and bold spirit has made their way around the world, Daft Punk, connecting cultures far and wide. This social mixer is awesome with large groups, family, friends, co-workers, or if you're just chilling out. And grab yourself a Bucanita as well, ladies and gentlemen. 1.5 ounces of Buchanan's Deluxe and 4 ounces of pineapple juice. It is amazing. So whether you're at your favorite spot or stocking up at home, do one of your own favor. Make it a Buchanan's.
Bulls rolls along here Tuesday afternoon. Peck, Big Dave, our guy Joey C hanging out at the controls. Thanks for being with us, Bulls Nation. Hit the like button if you didn't do it during the ad break. It's free. Throw us a super chat if you're feeling kind of generous and happy today because the Bulls had some fun, exciting news. All right, so the next step is figuring out what Bryson Graham is going to do with some of the hires that he has been put into power to make. Worth noting in the report co-written by Shams and Jamal Collier yesterday when we were talking in that first segment about Bryson having full autonomy and support from ownership, team sources said Graham stood out throughout the process because even at 39 years old, he's had many different roles throughout his career, which could help connect the front office. Many in the organization had become disjointed under the previous regime. Parentheses, you're telling me. Chicago is also expected to give Graham autonomy in how he wants to build the rest of the front office, sources told ESPN. So, could that mean making his first hire and first choice a general manager? There also have been some reports, I think Casey was talking about it on one of his like fast breaks or whatever, that like we could see a different form of front office, not necessarily an executive vice president and a general manager, but something different than that, perhaps something bigger than that. Cowley speculated on that as well. But still tracks to think that there's a decent chance that a GM of some kind or some sort of number 2 comes in and that person is chosen by Bryson Graham. Could that person be one of his co-finalists for the big gig? That's what we could talk about next. And let's do so with the big takeaway from our friends at Xfinity.
Takeaway.
The big takeaway by Xfinity, imagine that. So, in case you missed this from Cowley's latest, he said the following about Graham and the continued build-out of the front office. A person who could help Graham and that process along, well, the Bulls already interviewed him. While Boston Celtics assistant GM Dave Lewin did not get the Bulls executive vice president job, it doesn't mean the Bulls are done pursuing him. There will be a push to get him in the front office. And if not him, quote, according to a Bulls source in Cowley's column, we need to find someone very much like Dave Lewin. That same source in the column who he was quoted saying that about Dave Lewin also said, quote, we've been playing checkers. Now it's time to play chess.
Don't you tell me words don't matter. Come on, baby.
I feel like it's a little insulting to checkers to say that.
We'll say, John would tell us.
Shout out to our guy Sabine.
Yes.
Bulls have been playing shoots and shoots around here.
Correct.
All right? Well, let's get to checkers.
Yes.
And then maybe we'll get to chess.
Right.
We're kind of playing more like hungry hippos.
Yes.
And then now we're trying to get into chess.
Yeah, man. We're working our way up. The other part that I liked was the end of that, what Cowley said. That's how impressive his presentation was from an analytics and strategy standpoint.
Hey-o.
That also makes the big toe shoot up in my shoe. Is hearing stuff like that. Those kind of words, because those words have not been spoken enough here in Chicago, is bringing that part in. Whether you agree or not, you got to have all of it to win, in my opinion. Whether it's just the eye task, rock, we got to look at the eye. Or if it's like, hey, I just need the analytics here too. Combine them both, all right? You need it all to win in the NBA. Hello, OKC. So I loved it. And I mean, I think we already been sold on Dave Lewin and just the kind of person that he is as far as his mind is concerned and how intelligent he is. It just makes it even better for me when it's validated what we were sitting up here saying about him. We're like, oh, okay, y'all heard it too. Great. We're not insane. Yeah, y'all heard it. This dude is awesome. You don't want to let him leave out. And again, for the 1,000th time, this is why I say you go through the process and you interview everyone. I don't care if you got somebody in mind that you want. You bring in whoever else is the best and you let them prove it to you that they are better than who you have in mind. And he went in there and, according to Joe Cowley, dropped 50 on the Chicago Bulls, all right? And they're like, damn. When you walk away from an interview, people are like, damn, you've done your thing, all right? You've made it hard to the point where if you don't get him, you want somebody exactly like him. Great point right here. You don't have to worry about that part yet because you can still go after Dave Lewin right now. So your job now, Chicago Bulls, Bryson Graham, if this wants to be the guy and you want him to be here, now it's on you to convince him that this is where he needs to be. I think it should be, personally, Matt, because right now he's the number 3 guy. You know what I mean? Moving up to the number two. Moving up to number two would be awesome, and especially how Boston kind of just went out. The money that Boston is going to have to deal with all that money, they got some moves to make and a lot of things to do and start over, and they got some stuff to do. Whereas the Bulls, 2 first-round picks here, and you got some clean sheets also as well. So you can walk in like
pick
this. Say it again.
High second-round pick too.
High second-round, 4 picks, right, in the total draft.
4 total this year.
4 total picks, man. You can walk in like baby looking at the blimp, baby. You just like, yeah, this is what's up, and you get excited about that. So I think you can look at it from that aspect, and plus you'll be working with a guy who is the exact same age as you.
Yeah.
That also, I think, plays into that, man. So those ideas, those new kind of thoughts could sway him about coming over here to Chicago.
Bouncing ideas off of each other. Here's my experience in this other NBA team. Here's what I found in this when it comes to scouting, when it comes to analytics and all that stuff. Rerun in the chat saying, if they get Lewin, I'm sold. Team Scare saying Lewin would be a home run hire. Trav saying, Graham and Lewin, please, just do it. Best scout and best analytics equals chip number 7.
Yeah.
So, look, again, we had talked about that possibility with, if it were Matt Lloyd, could they still bring in Lewin as a GM? Now, Bryson Graham has the top job, but people are still talking about Dave Lewin this way, and in the fact that he really blew the Bulls away with his interview. Maybe they're thinking still a little too green, still a little too up behind the ears for the top job, but a promotion from assistant GM to GM in another one of the league's, iconic historic franchises in a big market city. Boston is right there along with Chicago, LA, New York. Those are like the big four, essentially. He had experience with a winning organization like Boston, could take, maybe this difficult transition period the Celtics might be facing right now as an opportunity to, be sold. And it sounds like the Bulls, it's not just like a thought exercise. Sounds like the Bulls maybe didn't give him this job, but still would like to bring him in for a job. And then it becomes, does Bryson Graham like that idea?
That's it.
Well, that's the whole thing, right? Like the idea of leadership with Bryson Graham, which I'm really curious to see what his style is, right, is that if you want to attract someone like Lewin, the idea is you're bringing Lewin in to one day leave the Bulls, right? You're bringing him in to empower him and encourage him and give him credit. Like, that's one of the funny things also about, I know we're crossing over on sports and stuff, but the Ryan Poles, Ian Cunningham dynamic was, sometimes a Mark Eversley can just be shoved into a closet and you never hear from him. Ian Cunningham is always, very strangely right next to Ryan Poles whenever they do the drafts. Like, it always seemed like it was a team effort. And I think they did that because Ryan Poles wanted to give respect to Ian Cunningham.
Yeah.
Like, this could be an opportunity for Lewin to come in and still put his mark on the Bulls without necessarily Bryson Graham getting all the credit.
Come on.
And if that can happen, then you're creating a really interesting culture where they're both feeding off of each other. Sure, Bryson Graham will still get the credit, but then like you can sell it to Lewin that, hey man, come in and be the GM, and then you'll be the VP one day of another franchise. That's what we want for you.
That's what
but come work with me for a couple
Stepping
years.
stones.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's where I was going, Joey C, was that right there. And also, they give awards yearly for GM of the year. So he can win it that way and get that credit also. But yes, I am always, Matt, under the impression you bring in people smarter than you to do the job. And if you bring in this young man and you're like, hey, man, you do something here in Chicago, you can write your ticket pretty much anywhere, or you can stay here and be the man. You have options. You know what I mean? Tons of them. And when you're third and moving up to second, then that takes away that team that says, oh, man, he doesn't have any experience or anything doing like that. No, look what he did in Chicago. Look how successful he was here. We want him. Don't ever be afraid to get the guy that is smarter than you. All right? Never. It's about winning. It's about growing what you have. That's what it's about. So if you get that guy and some team takes him away, then I'm sure you'll have a contingency plan and things set up in place like that, like Ryan Poles. I'm sure he did when Ian Cunningham got poached, because he knew Ian Cunningham was going to get poached one day. All right? Greatness works that kind of way. So you should not ever be concerned about that. No franchise here in Chicago with their setup of their front offices is concerned about that. They're all some smart young people running this stuff. I'd like to be one of them.
Nor should you be, in a way that it might prevent you from making a bold hire like that in the first place, because you're like, oh, well, this person might only be here for a short stint, and then people will see how great they are, and then they'll leave to get yet another promotion. Okay, great. Like, how great would it be if Bulls fans were worried about that as a problem? Again, we're trying to get to a point where other organizations are poaching people from the Bulls because they are a functioning, highly competitive organization.
Correct.
You need to hire the right people to get there.
Yes.
So let's get there.
Let's get to that point, ladies and gentlemen.
Get there.
And that's what's exciting about hiring somebody like Dave Lewin, man. Like, again, man, when we went over all his stuff, we're like, oh, this dude is psychotic. Like, you can see it. Like, and that's the people I need running it if you're going to be doing the team. So if Bryson is going to be the guy, Bryson could be a better communicator than Lewin. As far as talking, I'm just saying, in front of a microphone. You know what I mean? Lay out a little smoother, a little cooler. I don't know. This is just speculation. But regardless, I'm sure that each one of them has something that the other one might do better than the other. And that is how you grow together, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, this is me and Matt. This is how you grow together. The other one does something that the other one either doesn't want to do or can't do. Doesn't matter. The other person's got it. And that's how you continue to go elevate and go that way. That's what we're trying to do here in Chicago. So bringing somebody like Dave Lewin in excites me to that kind of end, because, man, the stuff I've seen him put together over there in Boston, my goodness, man, and blowing away the front office and changing how they're perceiving you, that's saying a whole lot to me right there, man. So I hope it is him. And shout out to this young man's name, Buney. or Bunny. I don't know your name, sir.
Bunny?
Is that Bunny or
Benui.
He sent a message earlier, and he said, I don't know if you guys will see this, but you guys are awesome.
Hey,
And
shout
scroll
out to
down,
you.
Joey C.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, you got Joey C is on that. We just want to give you that love to let you know we saw it, sir.
We see you.
We see you, and we appreciate it. Thank you for the love, my friend. Oh, you guys are amazing. The best Chicago sports fan. Thank you very much.
Shout out to you. Shout out also to ARXWN, who said, in order to dance a tango, you need 2. Bring Lewin already. Some people say you need more than 2. Speaking of which, we're going to talk after this next break about how they might continue to build out their front office. Who's here? Maybe some people sticking around. But again, full autonomy for Bryson Graham. What will that mean for the Bulls as they continue to build out and try and catch up with the rest of the NBA? Hit the like button and the subscribe button. Both are free. We'll be right back. CHGO Bulls is brought to you by Aura Frames. Mother's Day is creeping up, y'all. This Sunday, have you gotten your mom, your partner, your spouse, the mother of your children a gift yet? Better get on it.
Joey C.
And who wants stupid lame flowers? That's old news. You need Aura Frames because moms deserve something more. For all the times that they've given you an upgrade in your life, give mom an upgrade this Mother's Day. Free unlimited storage, adding as many photos and videos as you want. You can also preload those photos and videos before it ships if you aren't currently with your mom or whoever you're getting the gift for, so that as soon as they plug it in and turn it on, boom, loving memories right there in her face. Gift box included as well. You can share your photos and videos effortlessly. Just download the free Aura app. You can also text them straight from your phone to your frame. You can get $25 off their best-selling carbon mat frame with code CHGO when you go to auraframes.com. That's AURA frames.com. Promo code CHGO.
It's about that time, ladies and gentlemen. It's hot and it's cold. Both of those things, because that means hot is on the way because it is Chicago. But guess what? You're going to need that AC tune-up, y'all. And that means you need to call the fine folks at Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, Sewer, and Electric. Schedule yours right now and you'll save $50. That is amazing. That means it's only $89.95. That is a deal, ladies and gentlemen. But if you got plumbing or electrical emergency as well, call Four Seasons. Like I told you, that heating and cooling not cooperating. No, it wants to act like that. Call Four Seasons. Oh, you're thinking about a whole home generator. Let me think about that one. Four Seasons. At Four Seasons, they guarantee same-day installation for all your heating, cooling, plumbing, electrical, and generator needs with no extra charge for nights, weekends, or holidays. You can visit FourSeasonsHeatingCooling.com for all their special offers and money-saving coupons. That's FourSeasonsHeatingCooling.com.
CHGO Bulls hanging out with you, our fellow Bulls fans, Tuesday afternoon. Thank you for being here. Thanks for hitting the like button if you have. Our guy Joey, I think, just dangle a little tank spin for y'all if you get to that triple digits on the likes.
Only so many tank spins left, ladies and gentlemen.
Sunday is it.
100 likes. Let's do it.
And then we gotta wait until post All-Star break of next season before our next tank spin.
Yeah, we got to hit 100 likes, guys. These tank spins mean something from now till Sunday.
Speaking of likes, that subscribe button is also right there for you. Mentioned it before the break. Mentioned it again now. I think we just crossed 108K subscribers to our awesome CHGO Sports YouTube channel. Shout out to everybody who's already a subscriber. An awesome number. Let's climb our way to Jake's counting down to 200. It's going to take a minute. We'll get there, though.
We'll get there.
In the meantime, it is free to subscribe. You can get alerts anytime we go live, especially useful for those emergency podcasts when breaking news happens, not just with the Bulls, but if you are a Chicago sports fan across the board for all of those various teams. And it literally costs you $0.
$0.
Plus, you got that subscribed channels on the left panel of your YouTube home screen. Boom, there it is. How do I find the fastest way to the latest CHGO Bulls episode? Subscribe.
Bang.
Boom. Okay, so speaking of Bryson Graham, building on a front office, the autonomy and all that jazz. Wanted to also, before we dive into this next part of the convo, make note of something else that Callie said in his write-up that also included the Dave Lewin stuff. Pushing back on this notion that the Reinsdorfs recently haven't had an open checkbook. That when AK, that maybe a little bit back in the day that was true, but when AK came in, according to Callie, he got every hire he wanted. No pushback about money on any of the hires he made while he tried to build out the Bulls front office in ways in which it was lacking. As Callie was referring to, Now that job falls to Bryson Graham, building out departments that, as Callie put it, exist and some that don't exist within the Bulls organization. He said that the problem was that Gar and John back in the day were old school, and the Reinsdorfs were fine with them being old school and kept things very insular and very minimal when it came to their basketball operations staff. AK made strides in trying to modernize that, but that, according to Callie and several others, including national NBA reporters, not just local, they are still well behind. So that is one of the top priorities for Bryson Graham, and one of the things that impressed the Bulls about his interview is that he focused a lot on this is how we should and this is how I would build out our basketball operations staff in ways in which it's currently lacking.
Yeah, basically saying that he needs to modernize what's going on in Chicago. And hey, guys,
it's 2026, Jer.
Right? No more rotary phones. Like, guys, let's get the cell phone thing. This works the same. Operator.
Oh, nines are so annoying.
What is an Uber? like all those things have changed. Like, so he's modernizing the Chicago Bulls, and honestly, that's fair because in some ways, man, it still felt like. And I'm just talking about a feeling.
Yeah.
It still felt like that they were so far behind, you know what I mean? Just these other teams and teams who were just doing certain things as far as like catching up, like, oh, this analytics department's gonna be doing this. Oh, guys, look at our development team. Look at doing that. Like, it just felt like the Bulls were behind that. And like, no, we're gonna keep doing it as the stuff that worked for us 10, 15 years ago. No, like the only constant in life is change. Like that is going to have to change. So allowing him to come in and change that and then say, hey, this is what the culture is going to be. Because this is also a culture reset as well. So I'm very curious to see what that's going to look like under him. Like what kind of team the Bulls are going to be and what kind of players he wants to bring in to, feel that culture that he wants to kind of bring in here. Because we've seen the players that he's had before, defensive-minded guys, tall, lanky, toolsy guys who can develop. Well, if you're going to bring in guys who can develop, then that means you're bringing in a development team. That's what that means, ladies and gentlemen. You're not just going to say, well, we'll get him. We'll, slap some glue on it and see, what he works out as. That was the last regime. No, this one, it feels like it's a little more tedious. And I like tedious. I need detail-oriented people in here. That's what I want. Again, another reason I want Dave Lewin so much. I want detail-oriented people. Bryson Graham feels like that. Seems like he's that kind of guy. Now it's about him hitting the pavement running, not walking. He's got to hit the pavement running.
This is also why Big Dave loves me so much, yes?
Because he's detail. Oh, triple check Peck.
Detail-oriented.
Listen, man, like I tell you all the time.
You need these people in your life.
Great point guards who move thinking. I don't have to worry about certain things because I already know Matt did it. It's great point guards who move thinking, man.
Interesting comment here from V-Dog in the chat saying, this hire does signal a change to me because, don't know if y'all saw, but Casey's reporting said that Paxson wanted Lloyd, but put his personal feelings aside, to the side, and blessed this move, though he preferred somebody else. I also saw, I don't know if it was Casey or somebody else, saying that like Paxson essentially like removed himself from Lloyd's interview.
I did see that.
I'm gonna abstain because y'all know how I feel about Matt Lloyd,
right?
AKA I love him and I think he would
be
special
great for this job. He would straight up hire him sight unseen.
Right.
It's basically what that
sure.
is.
Right. Exactly. Which honestly, if Pax did that, credit to you, man.
Yeah.
I don't throw a lot of credit that dude's way very often when I'm talking Bulls, but that's honest. Honestly, it's an honorable and admirable move.
It is.
Because everybody in that building already knew.
Yes.
So it's not like he needed to be in that meeting with being like, hey, it's my buddy Matt Lloyd. Hey, it's my buddy. Like, they know Matt Lloyd too.
What's your name? Matt? Oh, like in the wink wink.
Hey, Matt. Thanks for coming.
Do you prefer Big David or Big Dave? What are we talking about here?
But no, that's a great point, Matt. But again, this is why I'm crediting the Bulls with the process so far.
Yep.
They have not made a misstep in the process yet. And that's what I am enjoying, along with the people they're hiring, is how they're coming to this conclusion and how they're coming to this answer and getting it decided. Goat sat on here and talked about that at length about the process that they need to go through. It's not about finding the right guy. It's about doing it right. When you do it right, then the whole thing can be sustained as you move forward, man. So right now, they've been doing it right all the way up to John Paxson removing himself from a meeting, man. That's respectable. That is exactly how it's done. That's doing it correctly. And look what you ended up with.
And like, honestly, also credit to Michael, who, if John said, hey man, I'm going to step aside on this particular part of this, hiring process, because y'all know how I feel about Matt Lloyd already, and entrusting Michael to make a choice, even if it was not Pax's guy, it's another sign that Michael's taking this seriously, and didn't go the lazy route of being like, oh, Pax wants Matt Lloyd, okay, let's hire Matt Lloyd.
Right, exactly.
It signifies to me that Michael actually cares, some semblance of a bit.
Yeah,
that to me is different than what I have come to know as a Bulls fan over decades.
No,
so I'll happily take that transition or however that commenter phrased it, like different separation from the norm.
It's being comfortable with the uncomfortable.
For sure.
I like it.
So now the question becomes exactly how else might things get built out? We know Pax is still senior advisor and will hold that role until we're all 6 feet under and he's still kicking. Assistant GMs, you mentioned JJ Polk at some point earlier. He is still here as of now, as is brother to Tim Connolly, Pat Connolly, both assistant GMs. Brian Hagan is still here as of now as director of player personnel. Gary Sachs, currently head of scouting. Avika Dukin, head of international scouting, and they have a half a dozen or so scouts working underneath them, including Bulls legend Etuan Moore. They also have now some semblance of a basketball analytics program. They have a director of basketball research, executive director of basketball strategy and analytics. They have a senior manager of data science. They have a coordinator of basketball analytics, Jackson Het, working underneath them. So, like, there are people here who, if you go to the Bulls staff directory under the basketball operations part, like, some credit to AK. These positions didn't exist 6 years ago in this organization. Now they do. Now the fascinating question is, which of those list of names, and also not only that, but like performance nutrition, player development, player health and performance, all of these roles within the front office of a modern NBA basketball ops team of people, which ones of these players or which ones of these people stay under Bryson Graham? Which ones maybe go, and what gets added to it? Because again, according to various reports, the Bulls made strides under AK's regime to build out their front office, but they're still behind.
Yeah, they are. And honestly, again, with the full autonomy comes the ability of Bryson Graham to say, "Hey, you're out," or "Hey, I got somebody else I want to bring in." So I just want to make that point clear too. That those guys not calling for anybody's job, but just telling you, like, Bryson Graham should have that decision also about who stays and who goes, because this is going to be under his eye, and how he wants it in his image. So allow him to do his job. So some of these names might still be here, some of them might not. Shout out Etuan Moore. I just love shouting out Etuan Moore because he's Etuan Moore. And also played for the New Orleans Pelicans also as well.
Game winner he hit against OKC.
Yes, he did. Who can forget it?
Iconic.
I will always remember it right off the baseline. I still don't know how he hit that shot.
That little give and go with Powder Salt, baby.
How did he hit it, man?
Because he's Etuan Moore.
Wow, incredible, man. We had some good times. We had some good times.
We did have some good times.
but yeah, like that's the detail part. Like, I like, Matt, when your team is so detailed and doing things that little stuff stands out because you're doing the little things so well. I'm going to use Cleveland as an example. The Cleveland players rave about the food in Cleveland that they get. They say it is the best that they have ever had for whatever team that they've been on. For me, that's detailed stuff. I give LeBron some credit on that. I'm sure he changed a lot of that. But that is the detail stuff, that the little things you might not even be thinking about. Like, hey, they fit my diet. And they have options with this stuff that I eat. It's not just chicken or beef, and go with beans. Like, get out of here. No, bro. Like, they have optionality. And that is key. Whereas small, tiny detail.
Back in the day, it took the Bulls a year to be like, hey, Derek, you can't have Skittles for dinner.
Exactly. Exactly. So now it's a nutritionist on staff. You know what I mean? Like, and maybe a couple of them on staff. You know what I'm saying? You're right. Absolutely right. Yeah, you shouldn't have a Skittles machine in your house. We're not going to let you do that.
Remember when Scottie Pippen did those Mr. Submarine commercials? He was on to something.
Hey, let's have a party.
Hey, everybody. Let's have
the
a
McJordan
party.
special? Come on.
Yes.
Or even, like, there was that thing that Billy said about Pat back in the day when Pat was still a youngin' and Billy was
the
new.
Parm.
It's like, hey, Pat, maybe don't eat 2 full plates of chicken parm right before we have a game.
Exactly.
Tell me how to live.
Now you got somebody there who's like, hey, that's what I want.
Yeah.
And say, hey, here's the option, but it's also very delicious and you will love this.
Yeah.
Like, I want those kind of details for this team. Everything needs to be remodeled, y'all. It needs to be redone. So what we see on the floor is just a reflection of what is going on up top.
And especially when Bulls fans complain over the years about, especially this recent track record of AK era, a lack of player development.
Yeah.
You need all of those right people in those built-out front office positions to all be doing their jobs to help these young basketball players become the best versions of themselves on and off the court. And like, yeah, okay, Io got better while he was here. Kobe got better while he was here. Modest improved from year 1 to year 2, modestly, but he did. But then you think about like Julian Phillips, Dalen Terry, a handful of players is like, we got this draft pick and what happened? Why didn't they get better?
Yeah.
A fully fleshed out front office with all of those positions should help with that.
Should help.
We got to knock out our last ad break. When we come back on the other side, I see we got some super chats. We'll get to those. We have qualified for a tank spin, so we absolutely will get to that. And also, I've seen some of y'all talking about in the chat, a new name dropped as a potential head coach for the Chicago Bulls. We'll talk about that next too. Hit the like. Make sure you're subscribed. Be right back. CHGO Bulls is brought to you by Bona Beef. May. That's this month. It's also Beef Month. Announcing the Bona Beef World Beef Championship. Eat or share as many beefs as you possibly can during the month of May, National Beef Month. All who reach the championship level of 50 beefs, shout out to you, during May will receive 61,400 bonus points of bonus rewards points, good for beefs or any other items on that Bona Beef menu. So be the hero of your crew. Use the Bona app to order beefs for your friends, for your family, or listen up, Joycey, your office mates. Give me the beefs. Get ready to play. Bonus rewards start to accumulate once you've reached 5 beef orders in May. You can find more details at bona.com. That's BUONA.com. Because you know what? You need some beefs. Shout out. They dropped some beefs off yesterday in the office. I wasn't here. I missed it. I'm talking to Chris. Bring them on Sunday for the lottery.
Check the fridge.
Beef.
You want to start a business like Bona, don't you? I know you do. Well, Matt shouldn't start a beef business because he would go out of business immediately because he would eat all of the inventory. But if you're not going to eat all the inventory, you go ahead and you start that beef business. But the key part of that is you need to make some money. It is important, and that's why you'll need the wonderful people at Shopify. They are an e-commerce platform behind millions and millions of businesses around the world, and 10% of all e-commerce in the United States have America. How can I only choose one? Spotify even powers the CHGO merch store. Check it there. Check it here. That's how it goes. Shopify. They got you covered with website creation, product description, email, social media marketing, and much, much more. So why don't you go ahead and turn that big business idea into cold hard paper with Shopify on your side. Sign up for your $1 per month trial and start selling today at shopify.com/allcity. That's shopify.com/allcity.
CHGO Bulls hanging out with you, our fellow Bulls fans, for a little while longer on this Tuesday afternoon. Thanks for being here. Make sure you hit that like. 120 gets us 2 tank spins, says Captain of the Tank, Joey C. Make sure you also hit that subscribe button. Shout out to Locon in the chat who said, I'm giving up as a Bulls fan. Why? Why now? There's actually some interesting, fresh, exciting, fun things happening.
Yeah, no, this ain't the time.
I hung around until AK finally got fired. Billy finally walks away.
Okay,
we
now
got
I'm
2
done.
top 15 picks.
I'm finished
and
now, guys.
We're getting closer to getting P-Will by the day, man. Hang on, my friend. Hang on.
When we get past that, like 2.5 years into the 5-year Pat deal,
right?
Then we'll be really cooking with gas.
Right there in that spot, that sweet spot, baby.
Speaking of that, chat. Thanks to y'all for hanging out with us. We got some super chats. Buzella's fans saying Sean Sweeney. Hold that thought. We'll get to it in a second. Buzella's fans saying or Chris Quinn. Never opposed to the idea of poaching from the Eric Spoelstra coaching tree. He's an assistant with Miami right now. or Rajon Rondo, says Buzel's fan with yet another super chat. Appreciate you, Buzel's fan. I think I saw something today that Rondo and the Pelicans are doing a bit of flirting for that job.
Him and Darvin Ham are finalists right now in New Orleans.
So
he should have a shot, man.
Look, dude, I cannot wait to see Rajon Rondo as an NBA
I think he's
going to
be a really
I think
good
that day
coach.
is coming fairly soon, and I think he's going to be a very good coach.
I do too. He deserves it.
Shout out to the three alphas. What a waste of a time that was.
Thank you, Rondo,
but you know
for being
what?
here.
I was Team Rondo all day.
All day.
Jimmy Diva and Jimmy D Wade, get out of here.
I'm with you on the Jimmy. I'm sorry. I'm with you on the Jimmy. Not D Wade. 18, baby, D Wade. Oh, that was a fun time for me.
Anytime I see a Wade Bulls jersey in that building, I roll my eyes out the back of my head.
I go up and high five them.
Okay.
And say, oh, you must be a true fan in the Chicago. Joey C, do you know about the gift I gave Matt when we were doing Outsiders? I bought him a D Wade poster and I framed it for him. And I brought him a D Wade poster, man. No. You know what I mean? Just like kindness of my heart and things. Hey, Matt, what happened to that poster that I got you?
Reminds me of that great old Mitch Hedberg joke about somebody handing out flyers on a street corner. Mm-hmm. It's like going up to somebody, handing them something and saying, here, you throw this away.
Mm-hmm.
So it went to Goodwill. Is it like hanging?
Oh, no. Trash.
Okay. No.
I think I saved the frame.
Mm-hmm. How sad. How sad, man.
It wasn't autographed or anything.
Like, just a wonderful poster. My hard-earned money.
The thought is what counts when it comes to gift giving.
Yeah.
And the warmth I felt in my heart from you giving me that gift still exists in my heart today.
It's in the trash.
Isn't that?
What is this? What are you
the piece of paper with D Wade's face on it is in the trash.
It's in the trash.
No.
That's the game.
But the thought behind the gift still lives here.
And I bought him two because I bought him that and I bought him something from Joakim Noah.
That I kept.
Okay, well,
that's on my wall at home.
Treasures.
2 gifts. Double dose.
The Joakim one I kept.
What an amazing person.
Because I love Joakim.
Trash. Into the trash.
You gave him the wrong alpha. What can I say? You mixed up your alphas.
No, it was the right one.
It was the right call. Okay. So speaking of that, Sean Sweeney, as Buzel's fan said in the chat, that was an interesting tidbit from our pal Mark Stein with some of his latest reporting for his Stein Line Substack. In case you missed it, among Bryson Graham's first tasks will be hiring a head coach with a focus on younger coaches expected, and San Antonio's highly rated assistant coach Sean Sweeney already forecasted in league coaching circles to be among the candidates. So Sweeney, not only an assistant coach with the Spurs and has a solid resume before that, assistant coaching back with the New Jersey, then Brooklyn Nets, started in the New Jersey Nets film room, then an assistant coach with the Milwaukee Bucks from 14 to 18, Detroit, working with Dwayne Casey from 18 to 21, Dallas Mavericks from 21 to 25, including the run to the conference finals in 22 and the NBA finals with Luka in 2024, and joined the Spurs in 2025 as Mitch's associate head coach. So he is number 2 on that Spurs bench right now. And his name gets thrown in there. And it wasn't just Mark Stein. I believe Casey also threw Sean Sweeney's name in some recent comments that he had made. So first-time head coach, make more sense to you, Big Dave, as more of a seasoned veteran, given the projection of a much younger roster, a rebuilding roster, a roster that's not going to be quite ready to win on the first year, maybe first couple years on the job, because other people are talking about Steve Kerr and Tom Thibodeau. There was some other, I think, report from Sam Amick earlier today that kind of tied Tibbs to the Bulls job. It was loosely and poorly aggregated by NBA Central, like most things are these days. But essentially, the Tibbs is open to taking a new NBA head coaching job, and that could hypothetically include being open to talking to the Bulls. And reportedly, those bridges that once were perhaps burned or damaged have been mended between him and the Reinsdorfs.
Yeah, I'm glad that happened, but don't cross the bridge. I'm glad it exists.
Don't cross the bridge.
Don't cross the bridge. You know what I mean?
Everywhere on that.
You know what I mean? All over the place, man. Look, man, don't date your ex. All right, just don't do it. There's a reason y'all broke up.
Speaking from experience,
all right? Do not do it, y'all.
That's just good advice,
right? Like, I wonder why we broke up. Yeah, we remember. We absolutely remember why you broke up. All right, don't do this. All right, I don't want to see any part of that. I want new things established. So. I think depending on who he hires as a GM will tell me what type of coach he's going to go get. If he's going to get a new GM and that's never really done it before or held that position for a long time, then I think you'll absolutely get a coach that is brand new and hasn't done it, you know what I mean, been in the head coach, maybe associate head coach like Sweeney is and things like that. It can happen that kind of way. But if he's going to bring in somebody a little more grizzled, you know what I'm saying, and not saying it's a bad thing, but if he brings in somebody like that with experience, I could see them bringing in a coach with experience and allowing him to maybe, have an opportunity to grow the team. Personally, I want somebody that's new. I want somebody that's never done. I want all brand new stuff, all right? I want all the new shiny toys, and let's see how long they work until they don't. So Sweeney, yes, I'm with it. Our guy Michael Whitlow wrote an article about him a while back.
Shout out, Michael.
So go check that out. Go read that. Shout out to my man Mike. So, but yes, I don't see it. I want anything Spurs. Like I said this when we were talking about the GM. Like I wanted anything Spurs.
Ryan Wright.
Hand it to me.
We hardly knew ye.
Right. You know what I mean? Like if we couldn't get that, then GM, Spurs, coach, Spurs, you know what I mean? Development, Spurs. Like anything Spurs, I'm with. Okay? Like as far as that is concerned. So yeah, I don't think this would be a bad decision if they go ahead and get him. At least I know he's coming from that kind of program.
Right.
And I know what he's going to be putting in if he has been associate head coach of that team.
Just real quick one on Tibbs, like with Bulls fans, you just got to keep in mind that like he's looking for work. He wants to get back into the NBA. So what's his agent and his team going to do? They're going to float out there that he would be interested in the Bulls job because then people are going to attach it because he is synonymous with success here in this city.
Correct.
And it makes him seem like a more viable candidate. So you have to like understand their side of it is good business to get Tibbs another job by saying he'd be interested in the Bulls job.
And creating desperation to go out there and be the team that gets him first. Because there are a handful of coaching vacancies still, even after, the Bucks made their hire and maybe some other teams are circling certain people, but create the need, create the urge, just like a real estate agent being like, well, we have a few other offers, we have a few other interested parties. No, you don't.
You have no one. Give me all the cookies.
But yeah, and so I do think also just like that little step between being an assistant coach on a bench and associate head coach, aka assistant coach numero uno, second in command, just like we talk about front offices. And the same way they're like, hey, Brad Stevens, executive of the year. I know the Celtics season didn't end maybe the way that some thought it would, or the way that they wanted, even without Tatum for most of the year. But that like everybody in that front office gets credit for Brad Stevens being executive of the year.
Yeah.
Mitch Johnson got a lot of talk for coach of the year. We'll see if he wins it. Or they haven't announced coach of the year yet, have they?
Not that I know.
But everybody on his staff will get credit for that. It's not just a one-person award. And Mitch Johnson's number 2 being Sean Sweeney. I think also when you think about how young this Spurs team was this season and how good they got being as young as they were, why not want a coach like that?
Why not?
When the Bulls are very much a young team.
Yeah, they're young, baby. Do young people
So
stuff.
we'll see if we continue to hear other names. The other thing that I was thinking about the other day, or not the other day, last night as I was watching Spurs Wolves game 1. By the way, oh my God, what a show. 6 more, please.
Different kind of basketball, huh?
6 more, please.
Dude. Oh, you mean having a star changes everything?
It's like a different language, dude.
Yeah, man.
Watching like Ant and Wemby go at it one-on-one. Oh, it was so fun.
Is that pig Latin? What are they speaking?
Crazy that the other name
Ixley Dunkey.
that we heard a lot of, and back when it was a lot of Matt Lloyd talk, was Mike and Nori. Maybe now that Matt Lloyd is not the lead executive, doesn't necessarily rule out Mike and Nori.
It doesn't.
Mike and Nori, Sean Sweeney, battling it out in the Western Conference semis right now with their respective teams. How cool is that? And we're
Super
talking about
cool.
2 of them as potential candidates to be the Bulls' next head coach.
Yeah, so much Bull stuff added with along with Ayo Dosunmu and Julian Phillips. Being out there as well. So
all right, so 2 more things on the item to-do list real quick. First of all, this video of Bryson Graham, in case y'all haven't seen it on your socials yet, of him making his way to the Africa Center. We'll do some tank spins after that, and then we'll get out of here. Joey Collins, what are you still doing here?
Is that Pat? Get away from him. What are you doing?
All I'm going to be playing while I fall asleep tonight is that image of Bryson Graham hugging Modest Buzel.
Right.
Hello. Fresh
Nice
start.
haircut. Nice haircut, Modest.
Very cool. Very
Look
cool.
serious.
All right, and now it's tank spin time, Joey C.
Yeah, let's do
See us-
tank spin.
us for tank
you know what?
spin.
Actually, we're getting close to overtime.
Want to do a little OT?
So what I'm going to do just really quickly is I'm going to remind everybody that this Sunday we are doing a live watch along for the NBA Draft Lottery. So do not go anywhere. Make sure you watch Bulls History right
2 p.m.
here
Central.
with Big Dave, with Matt Peck, Mr. the Goat, the Goat Gottlieb,
Mr. the Goat.
Mr. The or Mr. Goat?
Will the Gottlieb.
Yes.
There's a movie out called Sheep Detectives right now, and I think the Goat
There is.
is
He's right.
making a cameo. All right, I've delayed it long enough. Let's do a little overtime here.
If you want that bonus coverage, just head to allchgo.com if you're watching on one of our streaming partners.
All right,
Bring up that
everybody.
tank
You
spin,
earned
baby.
it. Congratulations. Good job,
Wednesday,
everybody.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 5 days away from the real one. You got to assume that Bryson Graham's going to be the team's representative at the lottery now, right?
Oh, yeah.
Now that he's been named their new lead executive.
You better believe he's there.
Go have a seat, Bryson. Bring us that number one pick.
Fresh new suit. No, let's go.
Yeah.
All right.
Fresh new
Congratulations,
suit money.
everyone. Great job hitting the like button. You've earned
Good
yourself
job, everybody.
2 tank spins today. But first, we know what we got to do. We got
Gotta
to
hit
hit
that
that
reset.
reset.
That's right, baby.
All right, here we go. Number one.
Let's hit it.
Oh,
We stayed the
the
same.
Bulls
Staying
staying
at
at 9. And the number one goes to Atlanta via the Pelicans.
Man. How crazy
Get
would that
that
be?
out of here.
How crazy would that
And
be?
also, man, how rough is that the Pacers, after this rough season they've had, convey their pick to the Clippers at
Ooh.
All
5.
right. You know what? That's a
That would be
Bryson
tough.
Graham special right there.
Yeah. I mean,
That's a
Yeah.
good sign.
That's why we needed 2,
Yeah, they
ladies
say
and gentlemen. Shout out to y'all.
first is
for
the
getting
worst,
that.
second
that
is the
was a
best.
Bryson Graham special.
Yeah.
That pick right
Spicy.
there.
All right.
Spicy.
Let's
All
roll
right.
it, guys. Let's
Take
roll. Let's
2.
feel good. Here we go, baby.
Here we go.
Yeah. All right.
Hey.
All right.
Cam Boozer or Caleb Wilson, come on down.
Bulls
Or
win.
maybe Darren Peterson, come on down.
Oh, it does whoever.
I can't wait to do. I can't wait to talk to you guys about Darren Peterson. If they get in the top 4,
Okay.
there's a lot to
Watch
cover.
how he say that. Like, I got some literature.
Guys,
I like
I
to
got some
really
takes.
show you guys about Darren Peterson.
Here's a
Guys.
pamphlet.
Got some pamphlet. I'm
gonna
really
blow
excited.
your mind.
Really excited to get it to you guys about this.
Have you heard the good word on passing and immense talent?
Did you know that the moon landing was faked, Joey? I got some pamphlets for you.
Darren Peterson was there.
Does Darren Peterson scare the hell
moon
out of
landing
you?
was fake. Darren Peterson actually has walked on the moon, though.
That's fair. That's fair. He should be drafted number 3.
Not for NASA. He just went there by
No, he
himself.
just went there. That's how good he is.
Yeah, that's why
how
he didn't
good
play
is.
in the second half of that
Jumped
Kansas game.
there, you guys.
Don't worry, Joey will have it in the PowerPoint. Don't worry.
Yeah. All right. With that, we will get out of here. Still a lot ahead on that CHGO Sports YouTube channel. So keep it right here and make sure you're subscribed. I believe we have a CHGO Sky coming up later this evening.
Ooh.
We have the
Right on.
NHL draft lottery happening tonight.
Oh,
Our
big
Blackhawks
stuff.
crew will be here reacting to it live with their lottery watch along.
Full boat.
6 p.m. Central Time, I believe, is the start for that. Jay's here. Mario's here. Our guy Greg Boyson is
Greg
here.
B.
So keep it locked here for the NHL lottery. And then beyond that, we got late night Cubs action with a post game.
Cubs going for their 13th consecutive home victory.
Walk-off
Freaking
winner.
go. What about that walk-off last
Walk-off
night?
winner.
And
Oh, man.
can't forget Big Dave and his White Sox.
You can't forget him, baby.
They've been winning.
Oh, it's you get to have all of it through here, baby.
CHGO, huge in Japan. We saw that. We looked at the numbers
I mean,
today.
let's go, dude.
Unbelievable how many
Mew
places.
hitting
Dude,
nukes.
he is crushing baseballs.
Mew hitting nukes.
White Sox? Not
Shout out
2,
Vargas.
Not 2. Not 4. Not even 3. They're 1 game under right now.
One of them things, ladies and gentlemen.
And I say that as a fun, happy thing, and
That's
not as
right.
a sarcastic somebody kill me thing.
Oh no, lowest
Like the
ERA
Bulls.
in baseball since April 3rd.
And really quick, I did promise the chat if we got to 130 likes, which we did while we're in our second spin, we do get a third spin
Okay,
right now.
bonus one.
Joey
So-
C is a man of his word.
We had a delicious meal. This is going to be remember the entree.
Little dessert.
This is the dessert, all right?
Little
We hit
dessert.
reset
All right,
right
let's
now.
hit it.
Let's
See
see
if
what
we can
happens,
beat the
baby.
number 3 pick.
No.
You know what?
Yeah,
We'll take it though.
It's all right. Number 2 is all
We'll
that
take
matters.
one top 4 result.
Yeah. We left some money. We took a lot of the money out, and we said, you know what?
Yeah.
Here's a chip. Go and put something on red on
Put a
that
little
one.
something
Oh, it
on
didn't hit?
there.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cheers to the chat getting to 134 likes. Great job.
Shout
guys.
out
Shout
to
out.
you. Appreciate you being here, Bulls Nation. Things are exciting, and you can feel the
Exciting,
excitement
man.
with the fan base right now.
Yeah.
Knowing we have a miles and miles and miles to go.
Yeah.
But it's a fresh start, and that's something to be excited about. Not only that lottery on Sunday, before that, we get to meet Bulls' new lead executive, Bryson Graham, in an introductory press conference tomorrow. That will start at noon Central Time. It will be Bryson Graham seated alongside Bulls president Michael Reinsdorf.
Yes.
We will be here with a live show that we're going to push up a little earlier than our usual 4 o'clock time so we can react to it sooner because Bulls fans are going to be excited about it. So we're going to do a show at 1:30 Central Time tomorrow afternoon. shortly on the heels of that introductory press conference for Bryson Graham. So we will see you right back here at 1:30. But in the meantime, as I said, still plenty of content ahead. Cubs and Sox post games. NHL draft lottery party, watch party with our Hawks crew. CHGO Sky also on deck. You got nowhere to go but here. Stay. Hit the like button on your way out if you haven't done it yet. Appreciate you. Thanks for the super chats, the regular chats. Thanks for the love, Bulls Nation.
Yeah.
Have a great night. See you, right. Be good.
Peace and love, y'all.
We all silly like the mayor.